There are 3 overpriced neighborhoods right now in New York City. They're about to collapse in value. So let's not buy in them. Okay, let's talk about these 3 New York City neighborhoods because I don't want you losing hundreds of thousands of dollars, shall we? Here's the thing is, when we're talking about New York City real estate and being overpriced, we're not talking about New York City. New York City is expensive. We already know this, okay? So it's not just the actual price. It is more about the holistic value. We're not comparing this to Wisconsin, right? I can say that I'm from there. Overpriced really means the price doesn't match with the daily lifestyle, quality of living, or the resale value and demand. However, you have to remember your joy zone. Would I buy something that I knew I could live in for the next 8 years, be my happiest self in the entire world, but it may not appreciate as much as another neighborhood? No, I'm kidding. Yes, I probably would. We all work too hard as it is, right? At least give yourself a joy zone, which should be your home. So yes, I would. And I highly recommend you do too. Don't forget the joy zone. Here are some common traps that buyers fall into. Flashy market, shiny new towers, big names on the addresses, right? Where did ScoJo just buy? I'll tell you, but I won't. No, I won't. Land leases with high monthlies. I mean, who cares you're paying $15,000 a month in monthly maintenance or common charges and taxes? You only paid $650,000 for that 3-bedroom. No, wrong. The result is you end up paying crazy top dollar for small apartments, dark apartments, apartments with crazy monthlies, or neighborhoods that quite frankly don't feel alive and are sleepy on the weekend when you want to be up on the weekend. You know what I mean? For those of you that are super budget conscious, I get it. East Harlem probably looks great, right? Do you know that basically every developer and their mother, since we're talking about it, has permits and properties that they are already putting in place to develop? Talk about demand. I mean, there are so many buildings that are about to be built in East Harlem. If you right now bought the newest, freshest, most awesome East Harlem new development, just know in a few years when you have 100, 200, 500, 600 apartments in competition with you, what do you think that's gonna do to your value? You're not gonna be at the same price as those guys. I'll tell you that much. Now, I believe if you really want the vibe of the area, but you don't want to be in that area because of what I've just said, thank you for listening, you should probably try the Heights or Hudson Heights. I mean, you have Public there, one of the best burgers in Manhattan. And you have a lot of really great shops there. It already has a lot of new development that has happened, so you can buy into that. You don't have to worry about the competition that East Harlem is about to see. All right, overpriced numero 2. We're going into Times Square. Not even gonna say all of Midtown. It's not all of Midtown, it's just Times Square. I feel as though Times Square is mainly for investors and our global real estate buyers that just wanna be in everything, which is great. But if you are looking at a full-time home for you to live in, I feel like it's a little bit overpriced for you. It's really for people that are maximizing on the investment to where they can see the ball drop from outside of their window. I'm looking at you, 1600 Broadway. Or someone that just wants to be able to exit and be in the middle of everything. Not talking about Hell's Kitchen, not talking about Midtown East, and quite frankly, if you want something that's in the middle of it all, but you're not paying those prices, I would definitely recommend what I just said. Turtle Bay, Midtown East, Hell's Kitchen, go to those places. Immediate in Times Square, you're gonna be paying for what you get, and it is totally worth it if watching that ball drop is really important to you, or if you have a rental where someone is paying for that ball to drop, totally worth it too. Or if you only get to New York City once or twice a year and you want a really cute pied-à-terre where you can walk out and be in Times Square and feel like you're a part of New York City. That is for you. And the third neighborhood I'm gonna talk about is Hudson Yards. Listen, I know it, you've done so much work related, you're a boss, you made it happen. And it has the highest price per square foot right now. I'm actually kind of surprised it beat Billionaires Row. But regardless, I get it. It's fantastic. You have the Equinox Hotel, you have the mall over there, you have all of the commercial that's coming in. The thing is, if you've listened to me in any of my other episodes, unlike Financial District and Midtown, Hudson Yards, I feel as though has a go to work group that will have to, employees that are gonna have to go back to work one day and work out of those offices. And the price points of Hudson Yards does not match the salaries of those who are going to be asked to go back to work. So different from Midtown, different from Financial District, you have a gigantic variable. And I don't know if it's really going to be worth it to buy there for those who are looking for investment or even just to live. I'll give you some other areas that you should go to. First of all, it is still a bit quiet. You do have the edge, which is very exciting. But you don't have the edge on everything, you just have the edge. Get it? And you have all of the office buildings. So my thought is, if you look at all of that and the data and the prices, etc., you are going to have a giant amount of people that go there just to work and then flee. So it'll kind of become the new FiDi. But FiDi is becoming hip and cool, so you are the old FiDi. Don't do it. The way I like to describe Hudson Yards is it can feel bright and shiny in photos, but don't let the photos mistake you. Unless you really want to live in Hudson Yards, in which case I'll take you. But we'll have a conversation about why. You may win. Great views, that's for sure. I personally think while you can go to those Midtown areas, if you really like that feel, I think you probably should be going to one of the Neftalis on the Upper East Side. I think it can still give you that luxury, amazing high-rise feeling. They have some great ones over there. And I get it though, you're gonna have to heli over to JFK or just get a car service to JFK. It's a little bit closer than Newark, but I think it might be worth it. Although, you know what, listen, sit in traffic, go to Newark. I'm gonna tell you to take the trip up to the Upper East Side in that new development. Unless you want to go to one of the X-Tels on the West Side. Now that I think about it, it's almost like Neftali, X-Tel. They're maybe like battling out the high rises of the Upper East and Upper West. It's like both of them are like, we're over 57th Street. Now we must go to the sides. Might be what's happening. Anyways, now buyers love to chase the newest building, the tallest tower, and the flashiest lobby with amenities, of course, and quite frankly now with restaurants as well, because most of the buildings are coming up with their own private restaurants. But the long-term value is going to be in your resale demand, commuting convenience by heli, car, subway, bus, you name it, convenience of all, and predictable monthlies and buildings financials. Cannot stress it enough, your attorney is the most important thing in your transaction. You need someone who is looking ahead at what the future financials are going to be for the building. So important. One thing to keep in mind, remember, overpriced isn't about how much, it's about what you get for it. So a few final thoughts. Don't just go by the listing photos. Listen, when you work with us, we will go preview it for you to make sure that that apartment that looks like this giant loft isn't actually medical space. That did happen to me. If safety is a concern, I want you to go walk the block at night. Go travel around, right? I've been here for 17 years. What I think is safe might not be what you think is safe. And also, we're actually not allowed to talk about it. Sorry, Rebney. The best neighborhoods aren't always the most famous, but it really is where everyday life feels better for you. So if you need help figuring out which neighborhood is the right neighborhood for you, please sign up for our masterclass below, but also reach out. Contact information is here. We at the We Lot team would always love to be your global real estate team of choice. And if you have anything to say about this, I love a comment. So be sure to comment. Let's chitty chat back and forth. And I can't wait to see you on the next episode of Luxury Living NYC. Bye guys.